So recently I just wrote an article on my Substack about this, and so what mass non-cooperation is and what we call a general strike is when people don't spend anything on a day and don't go to work. But if you can all stay away from specific industries, and we'll let you know what those are, it's very effective. So over the last 100 years, it's been done 3 or 4 times in the U.S., and usually labor leaders are leading us. So I think it'll be a convening of 5051, Project 5051, indivisible labor leaders and other activists coming together to create this amazing movement. And it works. It has worked in other countries. It has worked in the U.S. So do watch out for a general strike. It is coming, I would say, sometime in the next 6 months.
Wow. Okay. So that's a pretty ambitious timeline. You think like this is coming. We've seen some labor leaders like Shawn Fain in the UAW. They've called their shot on May 1st, 2028.
Yeah.
But that's still several years away. You're saying that you feel like the energy is there now.
I think that because you can always have a practice one, right?
I see what you're saying. So the practicality of a general strike, that is something that takes an immense amount of organizing and power
planning.
To be able to execute that in 6 months. Is that realistic?
Yeah, so it is optimistic for sure. It may not even be realistic, but we do have to have a starting point, right? JT, what I would say is that it's okay to have lots of practice general strikes before you get to the whopper, right? I'm A-okay with that, because the more the merrier and the more powerful they become.
What would you want a general strike to try and win? Like, it has to be around some sort of core motivating principle.
Right. There has to be an objective.
What do you see the objective as being?
I think the objectives are very clear, is that remove the oligarchy. So all of these large companies that are gouging us right now, they have to have regulations, guardrails, and parameters. We have to impeach this president. We have to get rid of the Republican-led Congress, because they all are impeachable via an election, right? We can get rid of them via election. So in 2026, we can get them out. But in the general strike, a boycott is very powerful. It is very powerful. We've seen that, right? Target has now lost $30 billion, and immense amounts of foot traffic. So keep on with the boycotts, and we're building to this general strike, because unfortunately this administration is so corrupt, they only listen to money. So if you can break down the economy, and that's what we're talking about, is like breaking the economy for whatever it is, 3 days, 10 days, whatever it is, break the economy, and then they'll listen.
Where do you see Democratic leadership as fitting into a general strike? Do you see this as a way to put pressure on Democratic leadership as well to, hey, come and be as outspoken on issues like the oligarchy as you're calling out there? Do you see this as a way to change minds of more moderate Democrats as well along the way? Like, can you exert as much pressure on them?
Yeah,
through...
I think some of them that are paid off by those same companies that are oligarchies, right? I think that you'll have a tougher time with some of the paid Democrats and the corporatized Democrats. I think there are members of Congress right now that would welcome a general strike, right? So we just need to have more of them, and I think all of these practice general strikes would in fact persuade them.